it's Happymailqueen. So the last time I posted something on Instagram, I had shared some buttons that I had created and I said, finally, I got it perfect. This was the one that we made when I had demonstrated the button maker. And I forgot that I didn't get to show you guys the other buttons that I had made before I got the replacement because I just forgot. So anyway, these are the other ones that I made. So let me just go ahead and share that with you. And they came out perfect. As you can see there. This one maybe like, I feel a little bump right here, but for the most part it's in there. It's not lifting, so. Made this one for my son because I call him Boo. And then I made this one, and this one I actually stamped. Anyway, this is Sally, and this is a, oh, what is it called? What stamp is that? A Sassy Club stamp. And then I was playing, so I was trying to figure out, okay, what am I, there's something that I'm not quite doing right. Because I want it perfect, you guys. Call me a perfectionist, but seriously, when I make a button, I want it to be perfect. So I kept playing with it and playing with it because seriously, if I can't get it perfect every time, that's just going to drive me crazy, right? I mean, I'm sure like all of you guys, you know, we pay money for this machine. I want it perfect every time. Okay. So I was like, what am I doing wrong? Is it really because I'm not pressing hard enough? So I realized after I played with it and played with it. So like I said, I didn't have any issues with the large ones. The only thing was cutting it, which I just, it's just too hard to use the cutting dies that they give you because it's thick and the machine is, you know, you have to physically press it down. You don't have a plate that's doing it for you, right? Like when we crank it up in our machine. So you have to do it manually. So there's just no way that that's gonna work. So they definitely have to tweak that part. But for me, it's still worth it because I have a gazillion dies. So I mean, I'm sure you all have a circle dies, right? And really, how hard is it to just, you know, fussy cut it with your scissors? I know some people don't want to fussy cut, but and that would be pretty tedious if you're, let's say, creating like a gazillion buttons, you know, for a craft fair or whatnot. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to fussy cut. But if it's just for me, you know. And anyway, I found some dies, so let me show you that real quick. I looked for my dies, looked through my stash, and these were the ones that are closest to the We Are Memory Keepers dies that come with the button press. So, like I said, I'm not even going to bother with these. They do work, but you know, it's too much trouble. So I'd rather just use my my big kick. So I looked through my stash and I found a 1 3/8 inch, which is for the small button. So perfect. I can just run this through. Don't have to cut. Couldn't find the, and these are the sizes for the We Are Memory Keepers. The medium one is 1 7/8. I only have this 2-inch one, so I'm 1/8 inch over. So, but when I run this through my machine, you know, there's score lines. It creates score lines on the inside, as you can see here. So you see the cutting part and then the scored. So all I do is cut where that score line is. It is still fussy cutting, but it's not so bad because it's marked on there. So doable. So that's what I did. And then for this one, the We Are Memory Keepers, it's supposed to be you need a die that is 2 3/4 inch. But this one, and these are Alina Craft dies, you guys, these two, from that circle die with the snowflakes. That's this one. This one I think is another Alina Craft die, but I don't remember from which one it was from. It got mixed up with my other ones, so but I think it's also an Alina Craft die, and that was perfect. Okay, so this one here is 2 13/16. So I'm basically like 1/16 inch off. So I do have to cut this down a little bit. That's the first thing you probably should do if you decide you're going to get this set. Just look through your dies and see if you can find, otherwise you can just fussy cut. So then I tested it, right? So I tested it, not with this one. These I had done previously. These are my new ones right here. So I tested it with these two. And the thing I was doing wrong was, with these, I was doing it right because I was keeping the pins on these, okay? So I was lining up the horizontal pretty perfectly where the machine tells you to, which is, let me show you on the large. The horizontal line here. So when you're putting the backing, oh, I'm sorry, this is the medium. Whoops. Let's get the big one. When you're, here's the large one, and you're looking at these out here. Like, let's say you're doing this one, right? I would, this piece here, which is actually going to be this way, right? It's upside down. I would keep in mind where that is and line it up here horizontally. So basically this way, that way. So now I'm just going to go ahead and demonstrate how I put my button together. And I know I did this before, but this time I'm actually really lining it up with that horizontal line that you see on the side of the insert. I sped this up a little bit so my video won't be so long, but here I am, I'm punching it, and it took the button, and I am using the small one this time. I'm only going to demonstrate the small and the large because I find the medium always comes out perfect. I don't know why, but it does. It just does. Okay, so I'm putting the backing here and I'm making sure I line that up with the horizontal line. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and press that down. And look, it came out perfect. So now that part's working as long as I line it up with the horizontal line. I die cut the large, just using some cardstock from my stash, and here I'm just trimming off seriously just like 1/16 of an inch, basically just the edges where that score mark was left on the paper after I die cut it, and I'm just adding my button, the cardstock, and then the mylar. And I just move it carefully so the mylar does not shift, because sometimes it does. Oh, I think I was just getting rid of some debris that was on the mylar there. I noticed there was something on the mylar. Okay, putting it back, and then I punched it. No problem. it took the button, and then now here is the backing, and I'm making sure that lines up with that line on the side there again. And that was the key. You just have to line it up, and I wasn't quite doing that with all the sizes. So this time I made sure, and there it is. The large one came out perfect again. So that's it, you guys. That's all I can say. I hope you guys have good luck with yours.